There's one building in Berlin that fascinates me and puzzles me at the same time. It's the Memorial Church of Jürgen Mayer-Hermann that extends the tower of the old neo-Gothic church that was left after the Second World War. It's a public space with lots of different elements, different buildings that work like a set, like a coffee set. What I like about it is that it has a certain magnetic power. It attracts all kinds of different programs, from public demonstrations to the Christmas market, to an ice rink, skating rink, to also religious ceremonies. I think it's a very special project because it combines the old and the new. There's no future really without the history, the past that you can see in the history of Berlin, in that building. When my parents gave me a book about art and architecture in the 20th century, there was one photo of the shotgun department store by Eric Mendelssohn that really was so fascinating and had a certain powerful, mysterious aura around it. What you see there is the staircase, which is an image by night. You see the light coming from inside, and showed a dynamic in architecture and a sculptural quality that was fascinating and kind of attracted me to become an architect, to understand what the power of space can be. Being an architect requires that you work and speak on different kinds of vocabularies. If you talk to the academia, it's a different wording. If you talk to your client, you actually talk with different arguments and parameters. When you talk to the construction companies, it's a different form of communication. At the same time, there is a surge and a curiosity that you have to keep up. Architecture is an adventure where we don't know what's going to happen at the end. If I would know what the future brings, I could give you a really clear answer. But that's the beauty about the future. It's an unknown area. It's a gray zone. But what I know is that architecture should not be just a stable background. It should be an activator, a catalyst for urban life and for the idea how we want to live together as a society, as people. Buildings should be more a question rather than an answer to a given task. It should open up our idea what programs can be, what the urban space can be, what it means for the context, and how we're going to see the building as something that refers to the future rather than giving a stable background for the past.